Dale nomás. Y acá estamos una vez más. Bienvenida, Eva. Nuestro estudio está abierto para recibir a todos nuestros amigos de Seattle, de Estados Unidos y del mundo entero.
Exactamente.
This week I received communications from people from Turkey and Finland. Can you believe that?
Sí, puedo creerlo.
Yes. I never thought we were going to have such a tremendous outreach. We thank you for your support and we thank you for your views, actually. Our channel is growing and that is entirely thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for sharing our videos as well as subscribing. A lot of subscribers we have. That's nice. That helps our channel to grow. Yeah, and keep presenting this every week for you.
Last week we were working on the traspie in V. And the idea was that you would go forward and then side. You would go forward, together, transfer away, then go back. Mm-hmm. That can be done on the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be done on a traspie. Quick, quick, slow, right? Today we're going to work on a amague. Amague is a simple concept. It's the idea to deceive your partner onto the idea that you will go to a certain direction, but then you don't. I mean, you don't want to really trick your partner, but to a certain extent, you want to make her believe that she will go to the side, so she puts her energy into developing the movement, but then you just pull out, like this much. Tango steps have, the tango walk has a progression, has several stages in it. And when we study the walk, you can go and watch our videos on the fundamentals of tango. We talked about the presentation, the weight transfer, and the closing. And sometimes I like to talk about this as the percentage of weight transfer. So we have 0 weight transfer, we have about 25% into it, 50% when we are at the very top or the center of this bridge, 75% onto a step, and 100 step is when you fully transfer your weight. 100%. So 25, 50, 75, 100. All steps have that. So, of course, there are exceptions. But as you present your foot, you are beginning this movement, but you haven't yet committed to the weight transfer. So this movement that we do today, the amague, relies on that, relies on the responsiveness of the follow, and relies on the idea that the lead can communicate to the follow an imminent movement that looks like it's about to happen, so the follow goes for it, like a side step, and then you just pull back up. Mm-hmm. You're about to go, but then you don't. You're about to go, but then you don't. That is the amague. If your walk simply relies on where you put your feet on the floor, and do not think about the third dimension of this dance, then you might not be discriminating where is your weight, because you're thinking of a two-dimensional map on the floor and thinking, okay, I put my foot here, put my foot there, put my foot there. But the weight distribution and how far you have moved onto a step is really where the tango happens, because ganchos, sacadas, barridas, sandwiches, they're all required to have your partner and yourself in a certain weight of distribution. So you have to become aware of that.
That's why we talk very often about the projection of the legs. So we always want to project the legs before taking that step. It can be a very sharp projection, but the projection should be there anyways, meaning that we don't really want to just fall into a step. We really want, even in a sharp movement, we want to send the leg away to be able to receive the weight of our body smoothly. Yeah, so we don't want to be falling all over. And very often times we don't really project. We go directly for a final destination with the body and the leg all together. So we want you to become more conscious about this when you dance tango, milonga, vals, whatever you do. about the projection of your legs, because as Patricio explained at the beginning, we have this progression every time we walk, and it doesn't matter the speed we walk. It can be a very slow movement, like Tai Chi, slow, but even if it's sharp, even if I'm being sent very quickly, I send the leg as quick as I can to receive gracefully my weight and not feel like I'm a little bit out of control.
Yes, so last week we did the V, and today we're going to do the lateral style step, the lateral traspie. So this works really well together because the movement goes like this. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. This is one of the most traditional tango steps. This also belongs, this movement belongs in the traditional tango figures or traditional Milonga figures, because really we see this at the Milongas all the time. The idea of the amague, very useful for tango. And like I said a moment ago, it requires a very responsive follow. If the follow is heavy and she has to be pushed really hard to move to the side, it takes too much time, and by the time she goes, she will have her weight on top.
Okay.
So how about we do a couple exercises to become aware of this before we move on to the movement.
Okay.
So one thing that you could do to improve your presentation, projection on the tango walk and the Milonga walk is to move your foot to the side and then find a way that you can contract the side of the leg into the hip and lift it off the ground and then put it back down. Lift it off the ground and put it back down without moving your head. If you're moving your head to the left before you lift, you're actually teetering. You're teetering up and down from the leg like this, and that's not what we want. We want you to activate the muscles around the hip, your gluteus medium, and your ischiotibial band. Reaching to the side, lifting the leg, lifting the leg, straight leg, lifting the leg. This is what's going to really help you to get used to this movement. Another exercise that I like to do, I'm actually going to walk out here to get a prop. Meanwhile, Eva, you can remind our viewers what they can do to help us stay here in this channel and help us to continue to grow.
Yeah, thank you, friends from all over the world. We really appreciate your donations. So if you like what you see and you can contribute, you can donate some money to PayPal or Venmo. We really appreciate it, okay? And if you cannot, you can, as I said before, you can share the video, subscribe, like the video, comment in the videos. We try to answer to the questions or just say hi back to you when you say hi to us. Thank you.
Yes, we try to get that out of the way quickly, but it's something important to get the message out as well and to continue sharing the tango with all of you. This is another exercise that I like to do with my beginner students to become aware of how to make contact with the floor. We always talk about connecting with the floor and pushing the floor. Put a piece of paper on the ground, stand with your one foot on the floor and your other foot on the piece of paper, and then simply push the paper. Push the paper until you straighten your leg. Push the paper. This is where the amagues happen. When the idea about going to the side kicks in, but you haven't transferred your weight. Right there. Very efficient follows will move out here, out there, and out there with barely transferring the weight. Why I say efficient? Because you don't want to be pushing your weight off and off, on and on and off to everywhere, because it's really strenuous, really tiring. But if you can stay center and reach out, then you will optimize your technique, and then you will not break a sweat when you're dancing a tango of Milongas, which is why we're doing this. Forward, yes. Push the paper side, push the paper back, push the paper side, transfer weight. Forward, push the paper side, push the paper back. You can also do semicircles. You can go forward, semicircle. Knees and ankles together. Forward, semicircle. Knees and ankles together. Eva is teaching a Tuesday technique class and body conditioning for tango dancers through Zoom, and we have joined by students of several levels and different locations. So if you want to improve your technique, join Eva on Tuesdays at Zoom. I will tell you how to do it if you send us a message.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm very happy with that class. I see the results in my own students. So if you want to try it out, maybe you can send a message to us and we will tell you how to do that.
I take that class every week and it's really effective. I can tell you for experience. So, let's do the movement. This begins with a step to the side. And that step itself could have been a amague, there. And the idea is that this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So there is a moment of relief. I'm going to tell the director, please, can you bring our camera to the floor? Thank you. We have our camera assistant working over there. It's a little slow, but we go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. I'm lifting the heel so you feel the moment of the second beat. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. That's the movement.
Mm-hmm. For me, as a follower, it's very important to feel, to do that. It's a very sharp stop in the frame. In my torso, I need to feel a very sudden stop. So it goes sudden out and it stops suddenly to bring me in.
That is a very good observation, because if the lead has a soft frame or the follow has a really soft frame, at that moment, the follow will just break through and keep going. Right. So the frame is what stops you here. Also, your energy against the floor. You put your toe on the floor and you stop yourself. Mm-hmm. If you want to transfer your way in, you will, but your idea is that you stop your way. Mm-hmm. So here, 1 and 2, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. You don't have to tap the center one. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. You see, the bottom foot has the step, the beat number 2. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. And that is the quick, quick, slow, what closes the rhythm of the triple step. So, if we pair this with the V, quick, quick, slow. 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 Slow, 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 slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. And quick, quick, slow. There you have it.
If I have that sudden stop in my torso, I can actually allow myself to kind of bounce my hip a little bit and accentuate that amague. A little
Afro hips. They say the tango comes from Africa originally, with the rhythms of the drums of slaves, immigrants that were, not immigrants, slaves that were brought to South America. So the tango rhythms originated in Africa. So it's good to connect with the roots of the Milonga rhythms. Yes.
So if
you loosen up the hips.
If you want to do that, this for the follows, if you want to do that, is at the moment that you slide that leg and you are getting ready, because you receive a very sudden stop in your torso, is when your hip can kind of just go a little bit up and down. Okay, so it's not, I'm not purposely doing that, okay, it's a consequence of the sudden stop. So for that, the lead needs to be sharp at that moment, so the follow can allow that fluctuation in the hip to happen at the end. Okay, so it's leg going, hip bouncing. So as we project, ready to change weight maybe, we don't know so far till that moment, when we are getting stop out of a sudden, the hip can go. Now, I explained in a different class before, not because my hip goes, my torso does something, my torso stays. So I minimize the movement really on my hip, because if not, I will start shaking my partner. Okay, so whatever embellishment you add to your dance, always remember, you don't want to make it apparent in your embrace. So if I do that, this is very steady, okay? I don't reflect that movement in the hip in my torso. I don't do any extra thing with my torso. I allow the hip just to bounce slightly out.
Los negros candombes, la fiesta está en lo mejor. La negra que fue alegría en todo baile anterior. Está sola y está triste, no la anima ni el bailar. Todos le piden que cante y su canto es un llorar. Todos me piden que cante y yo tengo una pena muy honda clavada en el corazón. Negrito, solo a ti puedo cantarte. Los tambores te llama mi llanto porque no vendrás.
Muy bien, gracias, amor.
Muy bien, lindo. Ahí pusimos la combinación entre la B que hicimos la otra vez, el amague de hoy.
It's shaping up. It's starting to shape up with all the little triple step here, triple step there, triple step there. You put them together and then you get one nice big combination of movements.
Very nice, very playful. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it when you move your hip to the side like that. It gives the tum 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 tum. It's really nice. The shoulders. Avoid swinging the hips. Sometimes the rhythm kicks in. Yeah, not the hips. The swinging the shoulders like that, like a chicken. You don't want to dance with chicken wings. No, you don't want to do that. You can do a little bit disassociation that sometimes has a little lifting of the shoulders. So the elbows lift with the shoulders a little bit this way, if any. This way, this way, this way. That exacerbates the disassociation. But you don't want to be lifting your elbows just because. Avoid that.
Yeah.
It creates noise and it's a distraction. It really doesn't add to the dynamics, and it brings too much slack onto the dancing. and then things shake too much,
Yeah.
especially at high energy, high speed movements.
So yeah, it's nice.
This idea of the amague does not necessarily need to be done to the side. Today we're teaching this to the side because it really comes perfectly served after the triple step on the V. So triple step on V, the lead is here, you brush up together, check, come together. Now there is a little secret that we haven't told you yet, is the weight transfer, right? So if I go transfer weight towards my left, and then when I come back I go fully over here, then my partner might not switch weight, so she will use the same leg. So what you want to do is you want to go out and bring her back up in about 90 degrees, and as she's closing you bring her shoulders over that foot. You see what I mean? This is a secret for the leads. As my partner, and here there is a reverberation of the axis, so I bring my partner to the side, and ahead of her movement I'm making her return. So she's feeling that she has to return before she actually transfers her weight. So she goes out and in. As she's coming into the collection, I move her shoulders over that foot. You see this? 1, 2, 3. And I'm making it bigger so it's obvious to you on the screen. 1, 2, 3. Am I also making that weight transfer myself because I want to go forward with my right foot again, right? I go left and left. Do you see that? I'm standing on my right foot now, and I go out to the left, back onto the right, and as I close, I drop my weight on top of my left foot, so I'm ready again to cross in front. Together, back, transfer out, pull back in, and then drop it again on my left foot. As I do this, my partner crosses the bridge with me, and she has her weight over her right foot, ready to take a step. I think this is worth the... So, Mr. Director, can you please come to camera 2? Thank you. So, I think it's worth that we give people a chance to see this in a close-up. So, let's say we go side. We go diagonally, transfer weight. The same idea here. Back. We go out, and as she closed, I drop her weight on it. So she's back there. That's how you can have some more control over the weight transfer. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. And then out onto the next thing. Quick, quick, slow. I love how you do that, hip popping like that. That's the styling. That's what gives the styling. Please, camera 3. Thank you very much. So, there it is. That's the secret. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow.
Yeah.
And like I said a moment ago, it can be done in the front, or it can be done in the back. So you can combine different ways. You can do a fake there, a fake there, a fake there, and then walk out. A fake there, a fake to the side, fake to the side. Today is side because we put it together with V and it works perfectly, but there are other options for this amague.
So I wanted to say that if you find yourself doing the amague, like transferring your weight, not only might be because you don't project, but it can be that even if you project, you just push your partner and yourself too much past the point where you can remain in this leg, okay? So you need to be, you need to feel how much is that first lead, you know, that allows your partner to start opening the leg without actually already thinking that the weight needs to be transferred. Because even if you reach out, it has to do in how much you push off the standing leg, okay? So it's a sharp, like strong and short wave, I would say, right? It's like a wave that goes through the body. It's kind of
absolutely.
that feeling, yeah? So pay attention how much. the more you go, the more chances you have that your partner, even if she's straight, she will kind of be in the middle with the legs bent and bouncing back, okay? So two reasons why it might not work, because you don't project, or even if you project because you are already going there and you cannot be with that leg straight anymore.
You want to dance again?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Cuando tú pasas caminando por las tardes, repiqueteando tu taquito en la vereda, marca compases de cadencias melodiosas y una milonga compadrona y callejera, y en tu vaivenes pareciera la bailaras, así te miren los que quieran, porque tú llevas en tu cuerpo la arrogancia y el majestuoso ondular de mi bandera. Tardecita criolla del límpido cielo, bordado de nubes, llevas en tu pelo pinchita argentina, que es todo tu orgullo, y cuánto sol tiene esos ojos tuyos.
Bueno, ha llegado el momento, ¿no? Ha llegado el momento de decir adiós.
Adiós.
Oh.
Mua.
Ha llegado el momento de decir adiós, pero nos vamos a ver la semana que viene.
More milonga.
Exactamente. Thank you so much for being there.
We love you.
Yes. Take care.
Hang on. Mua.
Bye bye.